You are watching Weekending, and now we are in conversation with the team from the Instagram page Terribly Tiny Tales. We have with us Anuj Gosalia, the founder, as well as Meghna Rao and Anushree Joshi, who are contributors to this Instagram page. Thank you, all of you, for joining us. Anuj, I begin with you. What inspired you to start this Instagram account? What was the goal, and what did you do right that it became so popular that you have close to 2 million followers?
What inspired me was really the name itself. It's called Terribly Tiny Tales. I figured that at some point, younger folks, well, you could debate fortunately or not, but a lot of people weren't reading as much as they would when they were younger. And it's also contributed by phones and TikToks and Instagram and these sort of depleting attention spans. I was, I was a victim to that too. And so TTT was a response to that.
Now, your page is a lot about emotions. Do you think Indians have started opening up their hearts and sharing what's really in it? I would like all three of you to answer that. Meghna, we begin with you.
I think as a young girl, I always found a lot of comfort in reading. I could find a lot of comfort in writing as well after a certain point of time. And yeah, I think slowly this particular form of art is finally reaching out to people.
I think creative writing is inherently about the personal, the political and the sentimental. So if a writer expresses something and the readers are not receptive to it, then that content wouldn't work.
All right. Anuj, what sort of content makes the cut and who judges it?
What we really care about are three things. If I had to give you a succinct answer, we care about relatability, craft and surprise. I think these three things, if you look at any short, pithy, powerful story, you'll see that either the story is very relatable. The moment you read it, you're like, hey, that's so me or someone I know of, or it's got a twist in the end. It's got a surprise element, like what a joke would do, or a twist in the end would do. And then the last is craft. At TTT, we still really care about, writing a story well. So it doesn't matter if it's, if it's relatable, but we do expect writers to care about the craft because, that's what makes a story live longer. You could have a nice meme, but that goes away. But a well-crafted story, it stays with you.
Of course.
And so these are the three things we really care about.
Anuj, which has been the most popular post for TTT, and Megha and Anushree, which has been the most popular and well-read post for both of you as contributors? Anuj.
So we've got lots of blockbusters, but one that I want to quickly share with all the viewers right now is this tiny story, right? It says, I opened my chat to find 20 images. Tell me quick, read the text. Cities apart, she still couldn't shop without me.
For me, I've always loved TTT's 140s because they're so short and powerful, especially the ones they do on Mother's Day and, other red letters days.
As a contributor, I think going by the numbers, I would say it was this open letter that I wrote when Irfan Khan died. So that post, I think, worked on the level of relatability and it connected with, as you said, the emotive part of it. As a reader, for me, there are so many 140s that worked really well.
What's your advice, Anushree and Megha and Anuj, to all the contributors and digital content creators out there? How can they generate more income?
So the number one principle is consistency. I believe it beats talent. I think some very average creators, just by virtue of being consistent, grow big. And I think the money should always factor in later.
Meghna, Anushree, if you could quickly give us one-line tips for everybody watching.
Okay, I think it's a balance between the commercial and the well-crafted, which works for pages like TTT and a lot of creators that I think I follow right now. So yeah, it's the balance.
Yeah, like Anuj said, consistency, hard work, and just showing up at your desk every day to write, whether you can or not, just do it no matter.
Consistency it is. Anuj, last question. What's the average age? What's the average age of contributors, and are there more men than women? Or are there more women than men?
Yeah, I think the average age, contributing age at TTT is always tending on the younger side. We would be in the, I don't know the exact age range, but we would be in the 19 to 22 age range. That should be the average, like say maybe 20-year-old is the average age at TTT contributions. And yeah, we always had more women write with TTT, which I find is incredible. It just, it just adds so much meaning to the, the stories we tell. It's just shaped the community the way it has. Yeah, so.
Wonderful. Thank you all of you for taking out the time. If you want to become an Instagram blockbuster, consistency is the key. To everybody watching, thank you so much. Have an incredible week. Goodbye.